joining me and Rob. We have David Warner. It's good to see you.
Hi there.
Happy New Year. Have we seen you this year yet?
I don't know.
Well, Happy New Year.
Well, Happy New Year.
We haven't.
Happy
And you know
Chinese
what? It's
New
a
Year.
great pleasure to
You know
have
what?
you
And
back
the
on
Korean
the
New
show.
Year is coming up next month.
Happy
There you
Korean
go.
New
That's
Year.
exciting.
You know, talk to us about Mix It Up Spring Arts.
Well, you know, we
Your
do
cover story.
2 arts previews every year for 2 seasons because there's too much going on to fit it into one issue.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And one thing that I thought was really exciting that's happening all over Tampa Bay, speaking of partnerships at USF, which Alexis was just talking about, there was a successful partnership happening at USF between Trisha Brown, who's a nationally known choreographer, and their Institute for Research and Art, which is a fascinating a part of USF up there. They're bringing scientists together with artists. They're bringing art.
Those are
and
2 people you wouldn't think it together.
Crazy
It's
stuff's
awesome.
going on up there. Really
Right.
neat stuff. And Trisha Brown's somebody who's always had her one foot in visual art and one foot in choreography. She's making prints with her feet up there, and she's and
Hence the
her
combination.
and her company is setting a new dance on the students at USF, and she's performing there with her. She's not performing, but her company's performing there, and at Mahaffey. So it's a across the Bay partnership. All kinds of things like that are happening across the Bay between different genres, between different organizations. I think it's the only way things are really going to come together in the art scene in the Tampa Bay area with those kinds of partnerships happening.
Do you think that the Tampa art scene needs to feed off of the St. Pete art scene?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because
Well, I think we need to feed off each other, don't we?
Well, St. Pete's really well grounded. They've got some exciting, unique, great opportunities to enjoy the arts.
Yeah, and although speaking of partnerships, that whole thing that started now with American Stage
Right.
and the
Bingo.
city and
Right,
the banks,
right.
and they're
Wonderful.
about to do something
That's
cool.
all good
there.
stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask you before we run out of time. I want to ask you your thought on Orange,
Yes,
the magazine that is no longer. What did you think? What were your thoughts? when
Well,
it
you
came to
know,
business and that sort of
I
thing?
don't view it entirely unhappily, but
I can't say that I do.
No, sure, but I mean, there's another magazine, and
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think they were struggling for a while, and I don't know whether that was because they weren't being given the resources or what the problem was. I know Mitzi was really sincere in trying to create a new home for kind of covering the art scene in that format.
Yeah.
She probably made a mistake in judgment in assuming that a pretty conservative company like Media General
Right.
would accept the language she chose to include in a story, and that's what we wrote about in this week's paper.
Do you find that to be somewhat of if you had to take a guess at the demise of it, would it be sort of the roughness in the copy in the text and the fact that it really it's a very difficult market, you know, it's kind of already penetrated.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at that as the last straw or as a convenient excuse. I'm not sure how Media General is treating it.
Okay.
What are some of the? Have you looked at the see and do's?
Oh, I have.
Oh,
good. What do
you got?
I'm ready this time.
And what's going on?
It's
this
a
weekend?
great weekend. Tonight is Momix at Tampa Bay Performing Arts Center, who do crazy stuff with optical illusion and dance. And Saturday night at Dave's Aqua Lounge, a finely named institution over by Gandy Boulevard. They're sending off a group of bands locally so that they can raise money to perform in something called BAMO at the same time as the South by Southwest Festival in Austin.
Right,
so it's
right.
a bunch of really some of the
cool.
best bands in the area, including Jerry X, who's this young singer-songwriter. She's like 18. She's got all kinds of buzz. I haven't heard her yet, and I'm really eager to hear her. And Scott Harrell, who's our former music writer.
Wait, he's not with you anymore?
No, he's left to break out on his own. One of the things he's doing is his band. He's got a band called Nessie, and they're part of this group that's going to South by Southwest. They're going to be in the BAMO show at Dave's Aqua Lounge.
I thought you were going to say that he was going to start his own publication.
Wait, when
called
is that
Great-
again? I'm sorry. When is that? When is that again?
It's Saturday night at Dave's Aqua Lounge.
What did you think Scott was going to do? I'm sorry, Rob.
No, it's okay. Let's go. We got to wrap it up. Got to get to break. Got to
I'm
get all the people
sorry.
rolling in. Dave
Saturday
Warner,
night.
wonderful.
Okay, great
Thank
to
you
see
so
you guys.
much.